Hey guys, I have a Roma tomato plant here that's kind of going wild and I need to trim it up a bit. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do that. Now, you do not want any of these leaves touching the ground because they will definitely get blight. The blight spores are just float through the air and they're also in the soil. So we'll get down here and I can see here. Trim up. You can pop these off with your fingers, or sometimes it's easier just to do it with my clippers. How good you guys can see that. All these plants are growing downward. You can see in here. If you see any that are growing down, just cut those right off. Like this one right there. There's a couple other ones in there that are growing down. They're not really doing anything. This will also help the plant, help it to grow bigger, to get some of those bottom ones out of there. But here's another one that's touching the ground. That one comes all the way up here. I'm going to trim that one right off too. A couple of these, I don't want them so far down there. So I'm just going to take that one right out of there. This plant is still pretty small, so I'm not going to trim a ton of it. Oh wait, but here's still another one right here that's touching the ground. So this one's, I'm going to trim that one off too. See where this one's connected. And there we go. Look at how open that made that plant. The air can get through there now and dry it out when it rains and when I water it, so it should not get blight. So I will show a few more videos when it gets bigger on how much more that I trim off. Alright, I wanted to show you one more plant, but we had a pretty big storm roll through and that's been raining for 2 days straight. So this one, as you can see, the rain brought that soil right up on all these leaves. And then it's going to get blight, that soil on there. So I want to come in here and hopefully this one isn't as blurry, but all of these that are down sitting on the ground, they need to go. I'm going to take this whole piece off right here. It's a pretty big one, but I don't want that sitting on the ground there. And these, where you cut it, they will scab up. It'll be okay. This one's got quite a bit that's laying down. This plant did come up from last year, so I'm not exactly sure how this is going to grow. It was not a heirloom variety. So this one I'm kind of just growing just for the animals. The chickens and the pigs love tomatoes. I still would like to keep this plant healthy. Let's come around on this side. If you can hear that, but it is so muddy out here. There's another storm coming, so I'm trying to get this done before the next one hits. I cut this other big one off down here. It just wants to lay on the ground there. And you can, I'll show you. I cut this big one off here. If you want, you could trim up these, and you can plant this plant all the way up to here. You can plant it up to here too if you would like. But that will grow another tomato plant if you want. But I already have too many tomato plants, so I'm going to leave that one. But look at how much that has opened it up down here now. Now, if it actually stops raining, this plant will be able to dry out. But this humidity really brings out the blight. When these plants can dry, that blight won't stay on them, but we're getting so much rain that that blight comes on so fast. So you can see right through there now. So this plant will be able to dry out. So I have a few more that I need to trim up, but when this thing, it might try and grow some more down here, so you'll just want to keep an eye on that and then continue to just trim them up as it grows up.